Hello friends, good morning. Welcome in our new chapter. Today we are going to start our new chapter. Our new chapter's name is Indicators of the Growth and Development. You remember this chapter is very important for not only this 12th standard. After 12th, if you will um, join in any type of exam for entrance exam, that time also it will be helpful for you because of not for the 12th after 12th in a BCom or in any entrance exam, this chapter will helpful for you. Okay, so it's new, but some introductions you have completed in your 10th standard. In your 10th standard, you have completed this means of economic development and means of economic growth. But in this chapter, in this year, you will learn in detail about this both. Okay. Some students think, or some lay people also think, economic growth and economic development both are same. But actually, these both are not same. So many difference between this both. What type of difference these both have, we will discuss in detail after this introduction, or maybe in the next lecture I will discuss about that. Now first for, in this chapter we will discuss about the meaning of the economic growth, definition, limitation of the concept of economic growth. Okay, and from this chapter, first for, I will start this two things only. What do you mean by the economic growth? Okay, economic growth, that means what? If I will ask the same question face to face to you, then maybe you have answer, ma'am, economic growth, that means increase production, increase labor's productivity, or maybe you will say, ma'am, overall production will increase in the economy, that is the economic growth. Sometimes we use this word, but what is what is meaning of the economy? Okay, because of in this answer, growth means economic growth. Growth, that means what? Economic growth. Growth, that means economic growth. Okay, but you know that in a simple sense, if you will say this one only, growth means economic growth, then you will not get marks. If you are going to write this answer for 1 mark, what do you mean by the economic growth? That means you should write this next sentence. Economic growth related to long run increase in the total output of the economy. For 1 mark answer, this much answer is essential. Okay, this much answer we should write, and then after we can get 1 mark for this answer. Okay, if you will write only this one, economic growth, that means economic growth, then you will not get marks. Okay, so please you remember this. If you are going to write this answer, economic growth, that means it's related to long run. Okay, for characteristic also, if you want, you can write economic growth, that means it is related to long run. Clear? Now next one, in the long run, increase in the total output of an economy. Increase the total output of an economy, that means new, no? Economics and economy, minor change in this both. Economics, that means what? Last year we have done in the first chapter. What was that? Economics, that means optimum use of allocations. Optimum use of allocation resources. These all resources. These all economic factors. Okay, production factor. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. These all production factors we will use, and we will increase our total output. Okay. So optimum use of allocation resources, or you can say allocation of resources, that means money also. Okay, there's all type of allocation resources, whatever. Suppose I have 10 rupees in my pocket, I will use this 10 rupees for optimum satisfaction. Okay, by this 10 rupees I want optimum satisfaction, so I will use this resource, this 10 rupees, for optimum satisfaction. Why? Because of resources are very scarce and we have lot of wants. So for that purpose, what will we do? Optimum use of allocation resources. It's economics. But I use another word here, economy. Okay. Economy, that means what? Production activity in given area. If production activity is going on in a particular region, then we say it is a economy of that particular region. Like if I will say the production activity in the Gujarat, then I'm just telling about the Gujarat related economy. If I'm telling about the production activity in given area, that means for the India, then I will say it is the India related economy. Okay, so particular area related, if we are discussing about the increase the production, then it just discuss about the economy. Again, I will repeat, production activity in given area, that is known as economy. Like production increase or what, okay, or there's all type of trade, or there's all commercial activities are increasing, then we are just discussing about the particular reason related. Okay, so economy is, that means productive activity which is going on in a given region, that is the economy. Okay, so if economic growth relates to the long run increase in the total output of an economy, that is known as economic growth. If this question in 1 mark, that time you have to write this sentence. Okay, now in economic growth, there is a continuous increase. Listen and remember this thing, it's very essential. Production is increasing, but not for a one single time. Once it's increased and again it is start to decrease, then it is not a economic growth. Okay, when production is increasing but continuous, year by year, month by month, then we can say it is economic growth. What you say? In our India, economic growth or economic development? Think one time. It is what? In our India, economic growth is going on or economic development? In our India, economic development is going on. Why? Because of in India, production is increasing but not continuous. So economic growth is not in our India. Okay, and in economic growth, there is a continuous increase in the real national income and the real per capita income. If the question is in 2 marks, then you can add this one more sentence in that answer. Okay, or if you want, you can write this one with any one definition from here. Okay, that answer with definition. These two definitions are given. I will discuss this both definition with you in detail, but this one answer is very essential for 2 marks. If question is in 2 marks, then we have to write this both, this one paragraph plus one definition. Okay, come. In the growth, there is a continuous increase in the real national income and the real per capita income. If once production increase in economy in a particular region or in a particular area in a particular country, then again it has decreased, then we will not consider it is economic growth. Just like in our India, in a particular year or in a particular time period, it will increase, then per capita income is increased, then again it has slowed down, then what you say? It is growth? No, it is not growth. When continuous production, continuous real national income, continuous per capita income is increasing in a long time period, not for a short time. I already told it in beginning, long time period, this one, in a long time period. Okay, so in a long time period, continuous national income or continuous real national income and real per capita income is increasing, then we can consider it is economic growth. Okay, then suppose this question only 1 mark, then one sentence is essential. Suppose it's question for 2 marks in our exam, that time we have to write this both sentences one by one. Then we have to write any one definition. Okay, next. Such growth is possible due to the increase in the supply of factors of production. Okay, this growth, how it can be possible? It can be possible when increase the supply. Listen, when GDP increase. Okay, I said that when the production increase in a any per, or output is increase in the particular area or particular region for long time period, that is the economic growth. But with the help of what? With the help of the all production factors, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, when this all will increase, their ability will be increased, then it will be economic growth. Okay, in a short, it can be said that the supply of factors of production, their ability, productivity, efficiency, trend to increase, leading to a continuous increase in real national income and per capita income. That is known as growth, economic growth. Okay. Thus, economic growth is what type of changes? Quantitative changes. We can write this all in the characteristic also. Okay. If you are going to write its characteristic, you have to write these points. Okay, one by one I will say. So you write these all points. These points are characteristics of economic growth. Because of this question is not in our textbook separately, but this points key one. Okay, economic characteristics of economic growth. These characteristics are: first one, it's related to long run. First point. Okay. Second one point, increase in the total output of economy. 2 points. Third one, it is continuous in this continuous increase in the real national income and real per capita income. How many points? 3 points we have completed. Now next one point. The next one point is supply of factors of production. Supply of factors of production and their ability, their efficiency, their productivity, and productivity increasing continuously. And due to that reason, in that particular area, in that particular economy, real national income and real per capita income is increasing. 4 points. Okay. Now fifth point. It's quantitative changes. Economic growth is related to quantitative changes. Okay. Economic growth. Now next point for the characteristic. Okay. Economic growth shows the increase in the output and gross national output through which a country's economic status is depicted. It's also helped to a comparative evolution of economics of two countries. Okay. I hope you all got this meaning. I will just ask a simple question. If you got this all, then I can just ask a simple question. Economic growth and actual GDP, these both are same. If I will ask a question, if a country's economic growth is increasing, that means what? That country's GDP also increasing? A very simple question. If a country's economic growth is increasing, that means that country's GDP also increasing in that particular year. What's your answer? Yes or no? This both will be increased then economic growth. What's your answer? Yes or no? If your answer is yes, that means it's correct. If because of if for an example India's GDP in 2016-17 7.1. Okay, 7.1 in 2016-17 India's growth rate has 7.1. India economy's growth rate has 7.1 in 2016-17. That means what? We are comparing. What we will do? We are just comparing in the previous year. Compared to previous year, it has increased. That means economic development is going on. If I will explain it, if America's economic growth of economy, for an example, just in 2016-17, it has a 5%. Compared to last year, it is 5%. Maybe in the last year, it's not, it's just hypothetical example. So suppose in the last year it has 4%, and in 2016-17, America's growth rate has 5%. That means what we are comparing with previous year. Okay. Just like this, if India's growth rate of economy in 2016-17, 7.1, that means we are comparing to previous year. Clear? So we will just compare it, and due to that reason, economic growth is increasing. That means what? That countries, that particular economies, GDP also increasing. Okay, so economic growth will increase, that means GDP also will increase. If I will say increase in the GDP or real per capita income. Okay, real GDP, that means what? Actual income. Okay, actual income, not real GDP, that means actual. Okay, due to the inflation, if GDP increased of a particular countries in a particular year, because of inflation has there, and due to inflation a country's GDP increase compared to previous year. In this year GDP is very high, then but it is not actual GDP. It's just increased because of the inflation in a particular year, in a particular country. Inflation has there. Due to that reason, GDP increased only for in a 1 year. Okay, we are just comparing to last to this year. Suppose last year GDP has 6%. Okay, this year GDP has 9%. That means you will say, ma'am, this year GDP increase, that means economic growth. But my answer will not yes, because of if GDP increase because of the inflation, if in that country inflation is there, due to that reason, automatically or immediately for a particular year GDP increase, then we cannot say it's economic growth, because of we will calculate actual GDP. Okay, without inflation in a normal time period, in a normal economic situation. If GDP increase, then we will be calculate the economic growth. Okay, and already I said it is related to long run. Clear that? And now come to the definitions. Now first definition is Professor Hanson's definition. Economic growth refers to growth rate of national income to rise in total quantum. Quantum, that means what? Quantity. Quantum of goods and services. That means economic growth refers to growth rate of national income. Which national incomes? Or rise in total quantum. Quantum, that means what? Quantity of goods and services. Who has given this definition? This definition has given by Professor Hanson. Whenever you are going to write any type of definition, that time it's very essential that definition should be word to word. Then we can get full out of full marks in the exam. Otherwise, we cannot get full out of full marks. And inverted comma also. So word to word in inverted comma with writer's name, we have to write any type of definition. Okay. For if this question, what do you mean by the economic growth? It's for 2 marks. Then we have to write from here to last one, capital per capita income. This much answer we will write. After that, we will start from the economic growth according to Professor Hanson. Then underline and next inverted comma. Then we start this definition. Economic growth refers to growth rate of the national income to rise in total quantum of the goods and services. Then it will be our 2 marks answer. Okay. If compared to this next one definition, if you are thinking this next one definition is easy, you can write next one. Otherwise, first one. Okay. Now next one, a long term. Same thing I said in previous, it's related to long run only. So a long run increase in capacity of a country to supply diverse economic goods to its people. It's known as economic growth. A long run, it's essential, it's related to long run. Increase in the capacity of the country to supply diverse economic goods, various type of the goods. Okay, in economy to its people. To its people, it's known as economic growth. Who has given this? This definition has given by Professor Simon Kuznets. Okay, there's two definitions. So whenever I will give any question for 2 marks, same, what do you mean by the economic growth? That time you have to write this much answer. Okay, or for in your question paper or in any test or in final exam, if a particular writer's name has given, then we have to write only that particular writer's definition. For an example, write Simon Kuznets' definition for economic growth, then we have to write only Simon Kuznets' definition. If in the question paper, write Professor Hansen's definition for the economic growth, that time we have to write that particular definition only. Clear, student? We cannot write any other. So if a particular name has in the question paper, that time we have to write this definition only. Clear? Now next one topic. Next one is the limitation of the concept of the economic growth. What are the limitations? Okay, we have done means of the economic growth. Then second one we have done characteristics of the economic growth. In the characteristic, I said this 4-5 points. Then after, now next one is the definitions of the economic growth. There's 2 definitions we have completed. There's 2 definitions are Professor Hansen definition and Professor Simon Kuznets definition. These 2 definitions we have completed. Now next one is the limitations. Mostly this question in 2-3 marks, mostly 2 marks, but sometime it can be asked for the 3-mark question. Okay, what do you write limitations of the concept of the economic growth? That time we have to write this all 4 points. This all 4 points are not very difficult. These all are very easy. Okay, first one, limitation. Economic growth takes into consideration only of the quantitative changes. When I said about the meaning, that time I highlighted this one, quantitative changes, and I said that it is the characteristic. It's just way of the writing, how we are writing. If we are writing same point in the characteristic, we can write. If we are writing in the limitation, then also it will be correct. Okay, don't create any type of confusion in your mind. Same type of point we can write in this or in that characteristic also, because of in this time we are going to write in the characteristic. Characteristic, that means what? Nature. Okay, we just explained about the nature of the economic growth. Now we are discussing about the limitations. What type of drawbacks? Okay, so what is the first? It's just a study about or consideration only the quantitative changes. Why quantitative changes? I said when I started its meaning, that time I said increase in the real national income and increase in the real per capita income. So in what we have, for what we said increase. So that means what? Quantity. This time also I said total quantum. Okay, total quantum of the goods. That means what? Quantitative changes. So it just discussed about or consideration about only the quantitative changes. It is a limitation. Just discussing about the quantitative changes. It is our first point. Now second one. In the economic growth, there is a rise in the national income and per capita income, but institutional and psychological. Okay, institutional and psychological factors remains as before. We are just discussing about increase in the national income, increase in the per capita income, but for related to institutional and psychological factors remains as before. Nothing any change in this. Okay, only change in what? Change in quantitative changes. That means quantity will increase, GDP will increase, then we will say it is the national income. Okay, real GDP is increasing, then we are saying that it is a growth is economic growth is going on in that particular area or in a particular economy. But we are not discussing about this all. We are not discussing about the institutional and psychological factors. That means this will be as before. Okay, it is our second limitation. Now third one. The concept of economic growth is narrow. This concept is narrow. Why? because of it just discuss about the quantitative changes. It is not discussing about the psychological factors or institutional factors. So it is what? It's a narrow concept. And while depicts only the rise in the rate and extent of output. It's just discussing about the rise in the national income or rise in the rate and extent of the output. So it is narrow concept. Last one. This concept of economic growth is not of much use. This concept is not much use in understanding the welfare of the people. Why? Because of it's just saying about if output is increasing, if GDP is increasing, then economic growth. It is not discussing about its distribution, how economic welfare is going on. It is not discussing. Okay, due to increase the national income, due to increase the real per capita income, welfare also increasing of the people or not? But nothing, any answer for that in the economic growth. So it is a limitation. Okay, what is our first limitation? The first limitation is quantitative changes. Economic growth is only considering quantitative changes. Second one, it's in this just increasing the national income and increasing per capita income, but institutional and psychological factors remains as before. Clear? Third one, it is narrow concept. Why? Because of it's only to rise the depicts only the rise in the rate of and extent of the output. Last one, the concept of economic growth is not of much use in understanding the welfare of the people. Okay, so there's all limitations. These questions we have completed today. First one question we have completed means of economic growth for 1 mark, for 2 mark only. Then we have done characteristics of the economic growth. Third one we have completed definitions of economic growth. Last one we have completed limitations of the concept of economic growth. In the next period or next day lecture, I will start the economic development. For today, this much only, and you revise and read again in detail. If you have any doubt, any query, please personally message to me before 1 o'clock. That means from 11 to 1 o'clock, if during this time period, personally, you can message to me. Okay, I will solve your doubts and queries. Thank you and welcome. We will meet again in the next lecture.